Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Paul TV. We got three new interviews for you, and we appreciate you making my first episode, such a success. This week we got three new interviews for you. The first one is going to be by a group called Two Steel Girls. They were on The Voice under Blake Shelton's team, and we're going to be showing you that video in just a moment. Also, we're going to be playing the interview with a band that comes from Golden Gate, Illinois, called Double Wide Debris. And I know you're really going to like that one as well. And finally, here in Gaston, Alabama, we're going to be interviewing Kate Falcon, and we're going to be showing you that after that. So it's going to be a really good show. So let's go ahead and start the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's interview. And this week we got a special treat for you. We got Allison and Crystal Steele, Two Steel Girls, with us from Nashville, Tennessee. How are you girls doing today?
We're great. We're doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that you could stop by and the Ben TV studios here and talk with us for a few minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
So I guess the obvious question is, how did this all get started for you? I'm sure it started with your mother first. Maybe you could give me an idea about how you started in the music business and how you got your daughter Crystal involved in that.
Yeah. Well, my mom was a singer, and my grandmother was a singer, and my great-grandfather was a singer, so it kind of runs in our family. And I just sang in church when I was about 16 years old. I started singing and just fell in love with it. Before that, I just sang in the car with mom and just loved singing. But when I got in church, it was just, I loved to get up and sing. And so I eventually made a full-time career of that, and I led worship full-time at a church. And so when Crystal and Aaron, my kids, were growing up, I, of course, wanted them involved in music. And it was funny because Aaron took right to it. He started on the drums, and then he went to guitar eventually. But Crystal, she didn't want to follow in her mommy's footsteps. Not too much.
Not at all. I actually wanted to be either a veterinarian or a basketball player professionally. So, but I'm 5'2", so that's a little hard to play basketball professionally at that height. But she kind of eventually she tried to get me to sing, and it just I hated it. But I got into high school, and there were no other elective classes, and I got thrown into a chorus class, and I started singing there, and really fell in love with singing. And we sang in church for a long time, and then we just decided, you know what, we're in Nashville, why not be a duo? I mean, we've sang together already, but never really did the country music or duo thing, so we just kind of jumped into it.
We auditioned for the Bluebird Cafe, and we performed our very first show there in Nashville. It's a kind of a really cool place. If you get to ever watch the show, the television show Nashville, you'll see the Bluebird Cafe on there all the time. It's where a lot of songwriters and professional singers get started. And that was our first show, April 2011. And then we made a homemade video of the very first song that she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called Chasing You. And from that point, we've just put it on YouTube. And some talent scouts for The Voice saw it and asked us if we wanted a private interview in Nashville. And so we live about 45 minutes south of Nashville. We drove to Nashville and did our interview, passed it, and then we went on blind auditions. And then since that point, that was a year ago this month, September 2012 was when we went on. And it's just been like a whirlwind ever since. We've been on the Today Show, we've to release our single Trainwreck, and we just released our first CD. It's been amazing.
Oh, well, that sounds like a wonderful journey for both of you. So, I guess since you're in country music, I'm sure you have a lot of country music influences. Maybe you have other influences as well. Maybe you'd like to share those with us.
Yeah, I think our influences are pretty diverse. We actually grew up singing like gospel music. So for me, my influences are actually people like Whitney Houston and Etta James. And the reason I really like them, when they sing, it's like you can feel their heart in what they're singing, and it really comes across. And if they're singing a song that's heartbreaking, you can feel their pain in it. And I think that's a great thing about music. It seems like almost anyone can sing, but it takes a special talent to be able to bring the emotion of a song through. And I really appreciate that and like that.
And Elvis, my mom listened to Elvis when I was a kid, so I grew up really singing Elvis, and I just fell in love with music because of him and my mother, of course. And then also I love Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. My grandmother used to listen to them when I was little, so those are memories I'll never forget.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have been influenced by Elvis, so that's good to know. I assume that you're also a fan of Carrie Wood because I saw that performance of you where you were singing "When He Cheats," I think was the name of the song. Uh,
Yeah, before he cheats.
yeah, before he cheats, right? Sorry. um,
No, that's okay.
um, I assume you were probably a fan of hers as well. And also, were you a fan of Blake Shelton? Because I know you were on his team on the show. I don't know if you were a fan of his to begin with or what, but maybe you could share that as well.
Yeah, we are. We're huge fans of country music, both old country music and new. I love like Hank Williams and Johnny Cash, and we love everyone from Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood. I mean, we just love music in general. And, so it was really cool for us to get to sing, that Carrie Underwood song. It's something that we auditioned with, and for the audition process, we auditioned with that song in front of the executive producers, and they decided for us to sing that song, for the blind audition. So that was really cool. And we kind of just went with our gut. We didn't really decide ahead of time who we would choose. Of course, you don't know really who's going to turn around for you. But we just went with, what we felt in our gut, and it's worked out well. So
Yeah, we love Blake Shelton. He is beyond singing and performing. He's great at that, but he is the funniest, kindest, most country boy, just sweetest country boy you'll ever meet, and we just love him a lot. He's been very good to
Okay.
us.
Well, that's good to hear, and I hope that you can be continued success on your career.
Thank you.
I guess guess that's all we really need to know for right now. But I do appreciate you taking the time for these last few minutes. And I just want to let you know you're more than welcome to come back anytime you want to plug something new, like a new album or new video or whatever, and we'll play it for you on the show here. And so again, thank you very much for stopping by.
absolutely, thanks for having us.
And we'll be right back.
I knew I should have let you roll it on down the track, standing there looking like that, blowing that smoke up my ass. It should have been no, baby, I gotta go. I should have packed it up, took it home. I hear you coming, chugga-lugging, hauling at me like a train wreck. I ought to stop you, but I can't keep from loving me a train wreck. Well, I bet you're gonna hurt me bad, but my heart says I think I can make it through a train wreck. Woo-woo. Now, baby, choo-choo, what I do, there ain't no way around you. Moving like a speeding bullet, can't jump off once I'm on it. Never saw the warning signs, never heard that whistle blow. Uh-oh, baby, oh no. I hear you coming, chugga-lugging, hung at me like a train wreck. I ought to stop you, but I can't keep from loving me a train wreck. Well, I bet you're gonna hurt me bad, but my heart says I think I can make it through a train wreck. I hear you coming, chugga-lugging, hauling at me like a train wreck. I ought to stop you, but I can't keep from loving you. Whoa. I hear you coming, chugga-lugging, hauling at me like a train wreck. I ought to stop you, but I can't keep from loving me a train wreck. Well, I bet you're gonna hurt me bad, but my heart says I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I make it through a train wreck. Woo, make it through a train wreck. Woo, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
To another interview, and today we got from Southern Illinois, city of Golden Gate. We have Double Wide Debris. How you doing?
Hi,
Hi,
Paul.
Paul. Good to be here.
Okay. Why don't you all start by introducing yourself for us?
I am Mark Chapman. I play rhythm guitar.
And I'm Tracy Carter. I'm the lead singer.
I'm Keith Chapman. I'm the lead guitar player. I share lead vocals with Tracy.
Okay.
Bill Thomas, I play rhythm guitar.
Okay.
I'm Melinda Bruce. I play bass.
Okay.
And
Well,
missing is Jim Garrett, Paul. He's our drummer.
Yeah. Yeah. As for those of you that don't know, the drummer's running late, but we'll still try to do a song for you regardless. So we'll see what we can work out. So tell me how you all met and how you got together, and I mean, how you got influenced in music. Maybe let us know that.
We started as a two-piece acoustic group. Just doing covers, and decided, having written songs for several years, and we decided to move it up a notch and start playing a lot of our own original material. And my son Keith came into the duo and added a little bit of electric guitar, which took us out of the acoustic mode, of course. Tracy came in and did vocals, and we one evening decided that we were going to do all original music, no more covers, and try to just take our music out and see if everybody relates to it like we do. And so we had Bill bass. Our original drummer was from Canada. He had to move back. Then the other person, his name's Carson Baker, had to leave the group, which Bill was originally our bass player. Bill moved into the rhythm position, and we've since added Melinda on bass, and here we are.
Excuse me. Okay. Sounds pretty good. What are your influences as far as that? I mean, I know your primary type of music is Southern rock. Were there any kind of Southern rock influences on you, or did you have any other kind of influences on you?
A lot of different influences. We are all fans of everything from traditional country to Led Zeppelin and everything in between, blues, and the region that we're in. This area, we're down in the southern part of Illinois, and we're in the Kentucky, southwestern Indiana region, across the area. The whole region has a musical influence from the traditional country and so on. We hear it all, and we carry that over into our music. We call it Southern Illinois rock because of the influences, and we try to share that song.
Right. Yeah. When I think of that, Southern, I usually think of bands like Skinner, like Sweet Home Alabama, that kind of thing. Are they kind of
right?
I'm sorry.
Yes, and
I was just wondering if they were also an influence.
That we do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much that we have I can think of right now. But I just want to thank you for coming by, and you're welcome to come back here anytime, even if you want to promote an album. I guess you have an album out already, though, right? I think I remember that on iTunes or something.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do. 7 more days to someday.
Okay. And you can get that website iTunes. Is there anywhere else they can get it? Maybe Amazon?
Amazon, all the really any online site you can buy and download the album.
We have a couple of videos that are available on YouTube for anybody who wants to check us out there as well. We're currently working on our second, which is due to be released in the spring of 2013.
You can also check us out on Facebook. Like us on Facebook.
Good deal. Well, we thank you guys for coming by, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
We've been in places where we didn't fit in. Our hair too long and our patience too thin. We've been told that I come back. Well, me and my ragged company. Without us here, it's as good as it gets. They ain't gonna see the last of us yet. We're coming back in 7 more days, yeah. We've had good times and sometimes not. But we've always done the best. Hey, people from the creek, we don't always get it done. It's just someday we can try again. Well, it was all good, good enough for me and my ragged company. Without us here, it's as good as it gets. They ain't gonna see the last of us yet. We're coming back soon and we won't stay away. In 7 more days. Well, it was all good enough for me and my ragged. They ain't gonna see the last of us yet. We're coming back soon and we won't stay away. It's 7 more days, yeah, to someday. There you go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's interview. I'm Paul, and with us from Gaston, Alabama, my hometown, by the way, Miss Kate Falcon. How you doing there, Kate?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. We're glad that you could stop by Ben TV and chat with us for a couple minutes.
Oh, I'm excited.
Now, how old are you again? You're about 14, 15, I would say.
I just turned 14 years old.
14. Okay, I couldn't remember. What started all that for you? I mean, was it something you've always wanted to do since you were a little girl? I mean, give us some story on that.
Well, I grew up singing in my parents' cars. On the way to preschool, I would sing, but I never actually thought about it being a career path that I wanted to follow. And then when I was 11 years old, we moved here to Alabama. I originally lived in Louisiana, but we moved here to Alabama, and my neighbor told me that I should enter in a competition to open up for a country singer, Travis Tritt. And I entered the competition as a young 11-year-old. It was my first competition. Didn't really expect to win, and I won. And so that's really how I got started. And since then, I've been performing all around the South, and it's been a lot of fun.
Mm. Well, that's pretty good. I've heard a couple of your stuff, and you are pretty amazing. So I thought I'd let you know that. So,
Well, thank you.
do you have any influences?
I love Martina McBride. Martina McBride is my favorite. And recently, I got to go to the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, and I went to her concert and I got a front row seat. My parents surprised me with a front row ticket, and I actually held up a sign that asked Martina if I could sing with her. And she let me on stage, and I actually got to sing with her. And she's my idol. I've looked up to her since I was real young. So that was quite the experience. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have read in the paper that you sung with her and maybe a couple other musicians. I don't remember which ones they were, or maybe I misunderstood that. But were there any other musicians you sang with, if I'm not mistaken?
I have opened up for several others. Like I said, I opened up for Travis Tritt when I was 11 years old. I've also opened up for Ronnie McDowell, Daryl Worley, and Aaron Tippin. So having a lot of fun.
Well, that's pretty good. I know you don't have any albums right now. Are you currently in a stage of doing that, or do you have any places where if we can get your songs, maybe?
We actually just recorded my singles in Nashville. I have 3. They're called I Can, Cry Myself Awake, and Let Life Unfold. And they'll be available in about 2 weeks or so. And we're really excited about them. We went to Nashville and recorded, and they'll be available on iTunes and also on my website at katefalcon.com.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to make sure that we get some of your music there. Let's see. Well, I guess that's just about all I can think of to ask you right now. But if you if you want to come back anytime, you're more than welcome to. We'll be happy to bring you back. Maybe you can plug something new for us if you ever come out with any new tracks or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And we want to thank you again for coming on, and we'll be right back.
The song is called I Can, and it's kind of about my fans and my parents and my friends and my family and everybody that's at my school that support me. And I can tell you that I would not be where I am right now without all of my fans and support. So this song really talks about that, and I'm so blessed to have all of them in my life. And this is called I Can, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I've always heard the music. In my heart I've had the melody. I'd always hoped I'd get the chance to sing it. Now here I am, and it's all within my reach. This is the door wide open. This is the star shining down. This is the dream I always wanted. Finally lifted off the ground. This is my chance. I'm gonna take it. Gonna give it all. As long as you believe. I know I can. I had never reached for something. I had never found the will to try. I'd probably still be standing in the shadows. But now I'm up here standing in these lights. This is the door wide open. This is the star shining down. This is the dream I always wanted. Finally lifted off the ground. This is my chance. I'm gonna take it. Gonna
gonna give it all. As long as you believe in me, I know I can. This is a chance I'm gonna take it. Gonna give it all.